Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's Glasstire Top Five. It is the week of August 20th, 2020. I'm Brandon Zech,
And I'm Christopher Blay.
and we got a normal one for you this week. We're going to count down six shows actually, that are happening right now in Texas. Most of them, or if not all of them, have an online component to them. So you can either see them in person, or you can see them through our 5-minute tours on Glasstire, or you can see them via the gallery or Spaces website. We'll jump straight into number 5, which is 2 shows at the Tyler Museum of Art in Tyler, Texas.
Yes, one is Keith Carter's Blue Man. It's a collection of photographs that he did in the early to mid 80s of just rural East Texas, which is a collection of portraits and of just life in East Texas. They're all black and white photographs, and they hold up pretty well.
And so Keith Carter, he's actually still involved out in East Texas. He's a chair of art at Lamar University.
The other show at the Tyler Museum is the Al Sosa show.
This show, if you're familiar with Al Sosa at all, most of his works are made out of pieces of puzzles. So both of these shows, actually, you can see them on Glasstire's 5-minute tours. We'll put a video below this video of those tours. But it's kind of hard to see in the video, but his pieces are insanely colorful. They're very textured because these are bits of puzzles that have been put and kind of collaged together. These are works from 2000 to 2010. And it's organized by Kayla Bell at the Tyler Museum. This show is going to be up through October 18th, and the Keith Carter show is actually closing on August 30th. So you have a little bit of time for Keith Carter, a little more time for this. And right now, the Tyler Museum is open. They're opening at 25% capacity, but you can go see these, and you can head out to East Texas if you want to.
Number 4 is David Jeremiah's Offering at the Jeanette Kennedy Gallery on Lamar Street in Dallas. And this work comes out of the killing of Micah Xavier Johnson and his killing of 5 Dallas police officers. So the way David Jeremiah has this set up is that there are 6 altars holding 6 offering plates, and each of the plates is engraved with one part of the phrase, "Pay us to stay us." And the idea behind it is that people will go in and put money in the offering plates as a way of physically calculating the value of the grief of each of the people that are being grieved for. And his work deals with police brutality a lot. And he's been here on Glasstire for a couple of conversations, interviews, and top 5.
Yeah, if you want to know more about this work, we'll link in the post under this video, but Brian Clifton did a piece for us where he interviewed David Jeremiah about this piece and about his work kind of as a whole. So if you want to learn more, that's a really good read. It's a great interview, and it's good to know more about David Jeremiah. So number 3 this week is a show. It's on view at Inman Gallery in Houston. It's been up since the beginning of August. It'll be up through the beginning of September. It's called A Collection of Friends, Selection from the William Lassiter Estate. So this is a collection of work by a ton of Houston and Texas artists. It's really interesting. There's a lot of early work from artists who have since become, really popular throughout the state. People like Bill Davenport, people like David Ellsworth, a ton of others. And it's the collection of the late Bill Lassiter, who passed away, I believe, in 2019. So it's really wide ranging. It's a big group show. It's kind of the perfect summer show also, because it's work that I'm sure a lot of these artists hadn't even seen for years, and it's work that might never see the light of day. It's also just really interesting to see what people have in their collections. It's sad that it has to be this way after he passed away, but still, I mean, it truly is kind of a testament to the lifetime of support of local institutions and local galleries and local artists, and it's wonderful to see what came out of it. And it's open by appointment. So if you want to see this, it's worth it. There are a few pieces that you can see online. We also just put up a 5-minute tour on Glasstire, but this work, it's fun, it's grouped together, it makes sense to see it in person. And if you can, I went to Inman Gallery and I saw the show and I had a really great experience.
Number 2 on the list is Ricky Bear Ghost at the Web Gallery in Waxahachie.
Yeah, the show is called When It's Right, It's Right. I'm not sure off the top of my head how long this show is up. It's mostly an online show. I think you can see the work by appointment also if you call Web Gallery. But what's really nice, I've seen some of this artist's work in person before. He's a self-taught artist. He works, or he would normally be working at the Portland Art and Learning Studios. Of course, he's working from home now. He makes these really intense and colorful and chaotic weavings from yarn, from beads, from detritus that he's found around his community. And a lot of the works that I've seen before have been really large scale, but because he's weaving on like a hand loom at home, these are smaller scale works, and they're beautiful, they're delicate and rough at the same time. If you just visit Web Gallery's website, you can see these. They're wonderful little pieces. They're also really affordable if you're interested in them. And I was just, of all times, really pleased to see this show because they're bright, they're colorful, they're really happy work, if anything.
If there's anything we need right now, is bright, colorful, and happy. Which leads to our number 1 pick, which may also include the bright, the colorful, and the happy, but definitely the bizarre, is the Exquisite Corpse at the Conduit Gallery.
33 artists from Conduit Gallery, but each of them invited 2 more artists to do their Exquisite Corpse. So I think it's something around 100 artists. And if you don't know what Exquisite Corpse is, or if you forgot your surrealist art history, it's the thing where you like draw a head and then you fold the paper over and you give like leading lines to the next person, and then they draw the body and the legs, and it goes on like that. So it's kind of like a game of telephone. And it's led to some charming and some bizarre results.
Yes. Some of them have already sold, and we should say that this is sort of an online exhibition / fundraiser for the Emergency Artist Support League, easel, and the pairings are really interesting, and also the combinations are like some of those that you want to imagine what would the child of these 3 artists look like if they were to make a child. And one of those is Hyde Fontenot, Aaron Stafford, and Brian Jones. Yeah, another one that's still shockingly available is the Shelby David Meyer, Jeff Gibbons, and Gregory Rupp. These are really great combinations.
You can tell kind of each artist brings their signature thing to it, which, that's the whole goal of this game. But it's a ton of artists that are represented by Conduit, and it's also just a ton of Texas artists that we know and love. And I mean, I feel like we can recognize their work anywhere. And it's a fun, huge at this point because of the number of artists, but huge summer group show. And it's for a good cause. And you can see it in the gallery if you want, make an appointment through Conduit's website. And that's our list for this week. There's actually surprisingly plenty going on right now. Normally, mid-August, things are dead, but I think everyone has a lot of energy and is figuring out how to get stuff done. So it's nice to see. Keep sending us 5-minute tours and keep watching the 5-minute tours that we're putting up.
There's a little green Texas map directly below that will allow you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please click that link. And with that, we say see some art.
See some art.